Hello, friends. We live in a time of quick and continuous change. It's a bit exhausting at times, right? New tech emerges constantly. New systems are always popping up. And people have adapted to learn these things quite easily. We do our banking, we file our taxes, we submit applications for everything using different systems. We create and consume content that communicates globally using various electronic methods. We've learned how to use all kinds of tech and systems to do our work. And remember when we did it at warp speed during COVID when the world shut down? Things like Zoom and Slack became company lifelines. We inherently grasp that every bit of info entered into a system, whether it's manually added or automatically uploaded from somewhere else, is a relevant data point that we can measure. So these are skills that have become par for the course. An understanding of business intelligence is now part of our collective intelligence. I've lost count of how many different systems that I personally have learned how to use during my career. Not to date myself too much, but many of them have either changed dramatically or no longer even exist. So what's my point? Well, I constantly see job postings that list proficiency in a specific system as a job requirement. Now, unless the job itself is to be working on the IT or tech development side of things, or to be an administrator of that system, or to spend basically all of your time working within it, this makes little to no sense and just creates an unnecessary barrier for applicants. And sorry, but that expectation is also a red flag. It sends a message to new hires that they will be expected to sink or swim without a lot of training or support, and that development isn't prioritized. Because even if I show up knowing a particular system, take an HR system, for example, my company, my old previous company, may have configured it differently from your company. You may not be using all of the modules that are available within it, or you may have paid for all kinds of specialized modifications that upgrade it from an off-the-shelf product. And you will have almost certainly built reports that are specific to your company. So some learning will almost always be necessary. And let's not even get into where things get connected to other systems. And sometimes those can be different systems. So you get my point. But here's the real kicker. If you or I got a new job tomorrow, one of the least challenging things for us as part of the transition process would be learning a new system because we do it all the time. It would be far more difficult to familiarize ourselves with the culture, to build relationships of trust with our new colleagues, and to understand the business and how we will be expected to operate within it. So sure, list a specific system as a nice-to-have skill in the job posting. But let's focus on the elements that really matter in hiring and onboarding for most employees. Thanks for watching.